Off camera.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, we can't talk about
Imagine telling that
I
story.
didn't do it on camera. That was an off-camera after-show party. We only
Yeah,
for
that's
you
not
gotta
making it on here.
subscribe an extra fee for that.
Subscribe an extra fee. All right, first talk to us about like the fact that you guys are all hanging out here. You're all going to the game. What are your thoughts on just being in New York?
We give New York a lot of shit, but we enjoy coming here. You know,
like New York.
We're at the one hotel in Brooklyn. Probably shouldn't say that actually. I don't
fancy.
know
Yeah, why'd
why
you
I'm
say
saying
that?
that. It's nice. It's nice. It's a nice hotel.
Just in case you want to
It's
assassinate them.
Yeah, in case you want to come
Exactly.
beat
We
us
didn't
up.
want you to,
Don't
we didn't
come
want you to put too
back.
much
Yeah,
effort in, you know? There was no
Don't tell
grassy
them what
knoll.
block it's on. You'll be in trouble.
I don't even know where it is, to be honest.
It's in Brooklyn.
Dumbo.
I heard it's in the Yuppie Pod. Dumbo, is that the
Yeah,
Yuppie
it
Pod
is.
of Brooklyn?
It's cool though. It's nice.
Yeah, that
It's
narrows it
nice.
down.
Okay,
Yeah.
talk to us about the place where you guys work. We're going to get Lil Mo in a second, but the fact that you guys
They actually don't work
We
there.
don't work
No,
there.
work
but
there.
but like this is where you film your stuff, and you're like
Yeah.
you're big foodie people, so
Yeah.
you've
Yeah.
created this massive following of people that are like, dude, they work at the
Yeah,
deli.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
funny.
So where did this come from?
You're the food guy. Kick it off, buddy. You know.
Where did it come from?
I think you
originally-
you went to that deli in Greenpoint,
That's where it came
and then
from.
we got the
From Greenpoint.
Huh?
So actually,
one in
this
Brooklyn?
is all New York.
then you went to.
Well, the first one we did in a deli was actually at the Panini shop.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah, like just messing around.
In
like-
Williamsburg.
Oh, was it really?
Remember the one we did over the counter there?
You with me?
Yeah, remember that? We did it
Was
over the
that
counter,
really
the
the
one
first
angle.
one?
I mean, that wasn't like a that
not
wasn't
like
like
the professional
deli.
shot one, you know.
That was on the iPhone.
Now,
But
do
anyway,
you give him a percentage?
no.
That was a little video we did, but now we like script stuff up, you know. It's
Back
more-
in 2023, we needed new content. So there's a local deli in Boston, New Deal Fruit, family friend, and he just let us come in and shoot. And we just did like 5 skits, and they all went crazy, like crazy viral. And then we just kept doing them, and then started bringing in people to the deli. Then we got to level up and get the big guy in
I was
eventually.
gonna say,
We had to get him a
your-
couple bucks to
your
get him to
thoughts-
Boston.
Your thoughts on like watching his content and being like, all right, shit, we got to get him in our stuff.
I mean, I've seen Mo's. You've been doing it a lot longer than we have. You've been doing it.
I've been
since what?
I've been watching you since like 2020.
20,
But then when
early
we first met
2020.
you were kind of a prick. You were like, you were kind of like,
No, get out of here. I can't believe that.
You want to
Yeah,
know why?
we were
I'm gonna
like-
tell you why.
we were like,
You got his
You know what
his
I'm
gun
saying?
up.
Like, tell me who your friends are. I tell you who you are. I was scared because you hung out so many months. I didn't want to catch fleas.
Did we? Yeah.
So I was a little
Well,
standoffish because you know, I'm from New York.
yeah, okay.
If you come to New York,
Yeah.
no, so you come to New York and
I
you're
wouldn't
gonna
have guessed.
and you're gonna work with creators, I would have thought you would have worked with me first. I don't like being the sixth
You
person.
didn't
You
even
know
know
what I
us.
think it was? I think
Once
honestly,
somebody like a creator works with somebody before me, I don't even want to talk to them.
I think we thought you.
That's just the way I am.
I think.
I want to be like exclusive, you know? I want to feel special.
So,
Okay.
but you
They didn't make
Let
me
me
feel
explain.
special.
But now you're still working with them.
Because we do.
We built
people
a good
love our stuff
relationship.
together.
We built a good
But listen,
relationship.
let me talk.
And they pay you.
Yeah, let Tommy talk.
But
Shut up.
we didn't think that you thought that we were anyone. I think we knew you were a level above us, and like so. We're
No,
like,
I
Mo,"
wasn't.
but like, yeah, at that point, for
No,
sure.
Dev.
You think so?
I mean, you started before us. You're growing quick. You're a legend, man. You're a
Thank you,
legend.
my
What do you
friend.
mean? I
See,
don't
this
mean.
is
I
what
don't
we
mean
do.
to
This is why we
suck
hang
you
out,
off live.
'cause
here,
they-
That's
but-
really nice. When's the cheer?
Yeah.
Tearing
No,
up.
what I like about them
Someone's
is
tearing up on that one.
like, you know, they geese me up,
Yeah.
but they don't insult my intelligence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they keep it like, you know, they pump me up, but they don't say, you know,
Okay,
you're
well-
handsome.
So
Now
do you
do-
do you buy what he said? I mean,
Yeah, yeah. We
No,
have a
we
great
saw it.
relationship.
I just want to make sure.
We're boys.
Okay, well then geese them up. I would like to hear your take.
I,
on that
How we doing our open? We did our first live comedy.
Oh,
He
yeah.
He let us open up
Yeah.
for him for 5 minutes. We did 5 minutes.
What
on
I like
stage.
what I like about these guys, honestly, is because they're workers, and their head is straight. They're not like in this just to be popular. They're entrepreneurs. They have very good heads on their shoulders. Is what I like. I'm a workaholic,
I know you are.
so I like people at work. I'm not a person that's just do something for views. Like
Yeah.
I've had a gazillion opportunities to do stuff with like viral people that I don't like their character, so I don't want to be next to them.
I get it.
Where there's people who hunt for people that are viral so they can run and go do something with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
I don't
well,
like that.
Talk to me about this because you guys have really stepped up in terms of being like, this is more than just funny content. You guys are trying to build like an empire.
Yeah. Yeah, we're building this media company right now. We partnered with Big Night Entertainment Group, which is like a big.
Tell
and
them I
they-
want
they-
in.
They own all the top venues in Boston, and they have like the best media people. So they're providing all the resources now for our content. So we're gonna start shooting a lot more professional, like professional production and a podcast with like a setup like this. So we're trying to just take the next level and put out quality stuff, but also. We want to do live entertainment eventually. We got a taste with Mo at his show. It was fun. We had a blast. So the sky's really the limit. So we're just trying to keep working hard and moving forward. But there's not really. Everyone wants to know like what's the secret. There's no secret. You're just gonna kind of keep working.
Yeah.
I think the secret is not having like a cool name like Prosciutto Papi.
That's kind of like
pretty
that's
Like,
kind of that helps. That helps.
How
That
did
helps.
How did that one happen?
I originally like I came home from the military and I seen he was making videos and I was seeing Mo like on TikTok too, and I
Give
just
us a
like
date. Give us a date. Paint a
it's like,
picture.
Yeah, give us the whole story.
like I
Paint the
would say
picture.
like December 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I
yeah.
started. I literally just came home from the military during COVID, and I was like living on my brother's couch because like it was like reserved. So I came home. We do one weekend a month, and so I seen Tom, and I was like, I just got in the post office. So I was like literally a mailman. I was like 21 years old,
crazy.
and I hit Tom up like, oh, I got to film a skit. Like I'll hop in with you. He's like, all right, come by. I wore like my. We did like a mailman one. Like
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
stupid, but then some videos started hitting, and then I started like I ended up like creating a cooking page and. That ended up doing good.
Yeah, but the name though.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Well, his other option was Chad.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Well, that
doesn't
is your
work.
legal name.
We have a few chats here. That doesn't work.
Yeah, no. But long story short, I made like a caprese salad and like there's a little prosciutto in there. And Drake dropped like his album Certified Lover Boy. So
Champagne
he's
Papi.
Champagne Poppy. So I kind of
I like it.
came.
Can I tell you what I think your special sauce is, you three guys?
Yeah.
I said you guys earlier. You're real. You're
Yep.
not fake. I know you write your skits and all that is BS, but you guys come across as real guys. No.
You said you were fake?
No, I said you're not fake.
Oh.
I'm fake. I know I'm fake. But you
He's
guys are real. I
actually
said
not
you're not
fake.
fake.
We
See,
write all of our skits. There's no
I
chat
said, I know
GPT.
you,
There's none
I
of
know
that.
you write your own stuff, but you're real. You're real guys.
You know what I
come
use?
across as
You know what ChatGPT is?
I said it last week.
So
Yeah,
sometimes
that's
I
my
use
best
it.
friend.
So all you actually you put me on
She's
it
gonna
just for
marry, by the way,
ideas.
in case
I'm
you
gonna
weren't-
get married to
She's planning on
ChatGPT.
marrying him.
Yeah.
It.
Who?
So
ChatGPT.
does
I
you
love
put-
it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I use
Wait,
it.
I
I
think
use
I'm
it.
going
So we're gonna
use
talk
it.
about. We're gonna rip
I
her
told them to
husband.
use
Let's
it.
go for it. Rip her husband.
I use it though. I use it for
I
like
use it a lot.
ideas and stuff. But like what you see on the skits, it's not like you can't like have an AI do that. And that's the whole thing with the writers.
You know what's
and
my
the
favorite thing to
SAG
write? I don't tell
stuff.
you to do. For me, for comedy, if I write by pen, it's a totally different world. Because when you write comedy, like you write something, you got to go to another page, and you do this, and you kind of like, and to do that like on a phone
You grew up in the 70s. That's
is
why.
difficult for
Wow,
me.
he is talking.
I just think
mad.
I think
It's not
different.
good.
I think different when I write with pen. So what chat has that's really cool is you could take all your pen notes and you take a
Really?
picture and you upload it and it transcribes it.
Okay.
So I can transcribe my notes and then I say, put this in order.
But it's yours. I mean, it's not like you're going
It's
to
from your
chat
brain.
and,
No,
and
it's
having
mine.
them- and having to find everybody else's stuff.
No, but I use
It's your
chat
stuff.
when I'm working like opposed to Google. Like if I'm thinking of something funny, like I had a joke I was writing about Greek people. And I wanted to do something like I wanted to find Greek names that meant something.
That makes sense.
Like Leonidas.
Yeah, that makes
So I'm
sense.
like, give me a Greek name that means something, and I got a list of them,
Yeah.
and
I'm
then
not
I
quite
use
sure-
that.
I'm not quite
But
sure what
use
it
it-
means either, but that's good. No, that makes sense. But to me, so many people just use that stuff and then steal it and go on the air with it, and it's not going to last. But you
Oh,
can-
on
you
the
can-
air for what?
Well, anything. People, there's a lot of phonies in this business. You know that.
You guys are talking a lot of shit about ChatGPT right now, and ChatGPT actually came up with the first segment that Lou is supposed to read off.
Oh, nice.
So,
There we go. Am I
go,
supposed to
Lou.
read this?
So- going
so
over time.
I'm going to let Lou take this
All
one
right,
away.
here's the deal. This is going to be very tough for you guys from New York and Boston.
Yeah.
It's going to be about trash talk, and I know nobody ever trash talks in
Okay.
New York and Boston.
No, never.
Just try to fake it. This is one time you'll have to fake it. All right. So we're gonna do the ultimate face-off. We're talking New York, Boston, 5 rounds, 1 winner. All right. We're gonna see who knows whatever it be. Okay. So here's round 1. I'm gonna ask you, what city has the better sports heartbreak stories, and why do you secretly love the pain? Come on, guys. Painful. You can cry on this one if you want.
Dude, I mean,
See, the heartbreak that happened in Boston was before I was born. You know, like the Bill Buckner, right? Okay, got that one. What else? The Aaron Boone hit the home run. We know that one.
You weren't born in
Well,
2003?
no, that's a lie. That's a lie. No, listen. No, the Giants catch the helmet catch, and when they
Twice.
beat us again, so I
Twice.
got them for that. But that just makes the victory so much sweeter,
So
man.
much better, yeah.
Title town champions, you know.
Aaron Hernandez.
Oh well, that's yeah. All right,
That's a
I
heartbreak.
forgot this is a rated show. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a bad one.
I mean, he did kill someone, so I guess like not that he deserved it. What happened? But like,
Can't hold
you
it
know,
against him. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he did. I mean,
I
I'm
like
not saying he's a
Aaron
great
Hernandez,
guy.
though. Like he was like, I mean, in the
Oh,
city, everyone loved him, like-
as a
Yeah, but how many touchdowns did he catch?
as an
You gotta-
athlete,
you gotta
as
weigh
an
out the
athlete,
pros
it's
and cons.
different. We're talking, you know, him as a human or an athlete.
I feel like
I forget where we were
feel
going
like
with
the-
this.
I feel like the Knicks this year was the
That's a
worst.
different kind
Though.
of pain.
The Knicks was
The
pretty
Knicks,
bad this
everyone
year.
really, you guys thought they were gonna win.
I didn't feel it like
You didn't
that.
care. You don't care.
You don't
though.
care. You can't even dribble a
You,
basketball. So you're like,
you root for the team. You root for the team
No,
that,
I'm a
that
New
throws
York
the.
fan, so I obviously refer. I mean, when the year when Spurrier was on the team and all that, like I was into it. I'm more of a baseball, football guy. I just am. Did I feel it for the Knicks? Yes, 100%.
right,
But I'm going to tell you why. I never thought the Knicks were going to win.
Same.
So I didn't really have that heartbreak. You know, I never thought they went further than I thought. There was a point when I thought they were going to win, when they came back on the second time they won the Pacers. But I just thought the Pacers would win. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. But now, if I'm going to talk heartbreak, 2004.
Oh, that's the worst one for New York, definitely.
That's gonna be like the all-time worst.
That's like
heartbreak
the
of all time
all-time.
as a Yankee fan?
What's your biggest heartbreak? He's asking.
Well,
For-
last year was a heartbreak for me because I was so
Yeah.
immersed with the team.
Yeah.
I went to 54 games. Home,
crazy.
Home
That's
a
games.
lot, wow.
And then I went to every single postseason
Buffalo
game.
for Buffalo too, right? And they lost.
And then-
both
and-
of them lost. Yeah.
Right, and then
Just
and
rub
then
it
you want to know the truth, but I mean, so last year, interesting enough, I worked with the Yankee organization and I worked with the Buffalo Bills. I went to the AFC Finals with the Buffalo Bills,
I went to the pennant.
and I went to the pennant. I did.
Yeah, I
What
know.
I'm saying to you is, last year, forever in history, in my brain,
You're
I
gonna
don't
let
see
them disrespect you like that?
I don't know
No,
what it
it's
is.
Those
just
losses
this-
are more painful than
Anything.
anything because you lived it.
And to be honest with you, the Bills was more painful than the Yankees.
Wait, hold on. You know what's really
Really?
painful though, and I love the series. It's that Netflix show about Boston Red Sox, and I was like, damn, I do not want to like this team right now, but I liked the team. I like what I saw from Netflix. But your teams just can't get it together.
Yeah, right now the Sox are in a tough spot right now. It's like they can't get out of their own way. Bregman got hurt. Like I don't know what's going on.
And their fans suck.
Bro, but like I feel like okay. Here's my take though. Red Sox, Yankees, Phillies, like we're all the East Coast douchebags. Like everyone, there's douchebags from every team though. You
The
know,
Yankee fans
No,
have
more in
a-
Philly
a-
than
a
in New York
classy.
and Boston.
bro, come on.
I think Yankee fans are classy.
Aaron,
I don't listen to that.
Aaron Judge,
60
like,
years
come
old,
on,
starting
like,
chance to
what-
go home to
We
your
don't,
kids.
we don't
What are you
count the
doing?
batteries out of left field at the.
So yeah, wait,
opposing left
you think
fielder?
that every Yankee fan has class?
The ones that are around me.
Yeah, well, yo,
In
you're
the
sitting with
legend
Spike
clubs,
Lee, bro.
though,
You're
yeah,
sitting- you're
right.
sitting-
I very
you're sitting
well-
with Johnny Manziel.
You know what I did when we lost the World Series? I shook like every single Dodgers fan's hand.
That's nice.
And how good are Dodgers fans?
They love me, but I don't think it's because they're good to everybody. I think
actually
it's
not good to
because they
everyone.
just get my personality.
I wasn't asking if you were classy. I know you're classy.
Thank
you know
you.
we're classy, but I'm
Thank
saying there's
Not him.
The local team,
Who?
the teams have those local fans that aren't, including
So
Boston.
who's the worst?
He's like school in the summer.
I think Philly's
class.
low key the
No
worst.
class.
Really?
Philly,
Rodney
bro, what do you
Dangerfield
think?
won.
Philly,
Sports
Philly's
fans.
the worst.
Philly's pretty bad.
Philly's the worst. They
I'll
booed
tell you a
Santa
funny
Claus.
story. I went
They
to
booed Santa Claus.
I went to
did.
so I was at the Bills KC game. I went there. It was like 0-degree weather. This was like horrible. Imagine this. So I bring a guy that I know that's an insane Bills fan. So we go 50-yard line, seat 1-1. I had the best seats you can have. I know the players and I can speak to them. That's how close I am. Freezing cold. Anyway, long story short, they lose. But the way they lost, everybody thought that the Chiefs cheated.
Yeah.
Like, that's not like a loose
Including
thing.
the woman next to you.
All of the players thought they
They-
cheated.
they
Listen,
did.
all
They
of the
did.
players thought they cheated.
They did.
All of the fans thought they were cheated. Now, you could not leave the stadium. It was like, there was no cabs.
Right.
And you had to walk through terrain. Like, we had to go up mountains and hills and weeds. I swear to God. And the guy I was with was really drunk. And I'm arguing with him. I'm like, dude, like, I'm like a Bills mascot. I'm getting tortured. People, like, torturing me, trying to get out of the stadium. And I got my head, it was horrible. I got back to the hotel, and he went to sleep, and I just started pounding martinis. I drank like 7 martinis. I ended up becoming friends with Josh Allen's friends from his neighborhood,
Right.
like where he grew up. And they were like tough guys. Like wherever he's from,
Where is
they're
he
like
from?
tough. I don't know.
Wyoming.
You know,
Can we get a
Wyoming,
Google on that? Where's the Josh
Sons of
Allen from?
He's from
Anarchy
Wyoming.
type dudes.
He's from Wyoming.
He's from California.
He's from, dude.
But he's from like Orange
he
County
went
or
to
something.
school in
He went to school in
Wyoming.
He's
Wyoming.
from
California.
He's
Is
a
he from
country
Orange County?
dude.
He's from
He's
somewhere
from,
in
he's
From
California.
Calabasas,
Part
kid.
of
yeah.
California.
Suburbs,
He's
kid.
from Calabasas.
Can somebody look it up?
He's a country club.
He's
kid.
a country
No,
dude.
he's not from
gonna say-
money like
He's
that.
a country
Let me
dude.
see, Josh
He's like a
Allen.
country.
from Hollywood.
No, he's from some part of California that's like country.
Right.
Like he walks around
me
with,
see.
like in the dirt with his feet.
Fox
Yeah,
got the
but-
shit Wi-Fi.
Anyway,
Fucking-
that what I'm
Josh
trying
Allen.
to say is,
Feuerbach, California.
you don't even know what
Feuerbach.
that
I
is.
don't even know what that
Never-
30,000-acre cotton farm near the small town about 40 miles west of
Anyway,
Fresno.
so his friends,
Damn.
and now Kansas City fans are very, they're non-confrontational.
Yeah.
They're very like, we would have loved him to win too, like that.
Typical Midwest.
And
sports.
and these guys are like street. They're like, oh my, you curse, I'll crack you, like right. So I'm walking. I would never want to hang out with someone who starts fights, but I'm like, you know what? I don't even care what happens right now. And that walk of shame was horrible. And when the Yankees lost the World Series, in a way, I was like, at least I don't got to go to LA. Because they would have lost in LA,
they
it
would've lost.
would have been hell on earth with that mountain.
know.
She's from there, and you faked the funk. One day got a Dodge hat on, one day got a Yankees hat on.
Hey, whoa,
What are you doing?
Whoa.
Wait a
what are
minute,
you?
wait a
I
minute.
was born an Anaheim Angels fan before they went over to
Anaheim
LA. So
Angels.
let's just.
Oh, is
cool
that what
it.
the story is?
Yeah,
Tell
I mean,
the
the
story.
Dodgers is off with the Vatos
No, 'cause I
Locos.
didn't
What do you
know.
mean? Like, my cousins got like beat up there before. I'm not kidding.
So Anaheim, where's Anaheim?
Disneyland.
Anaheim
No, I
is
know.
by Disneyland.
Is that
Right,
where, that's where you're from?
Yeah, and then LA bought the team, so now it's the LA Angels.
Oh,
I'm
but
not a fan no more. I'm a Yankees fan, so
you're not a
Okay.
Yankees fan.
yeah.
Okay, so I get it then. Screw the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Because you always really didn't care.
Did
about
you
it.
show her the LA skit we did?
Which one?
Those
You
locos
didn't
kick
see
your
it?
ass.
No.
You didn't see
Los
that?
Locos?
Those locos
I
kick
mean,
your
when I was
ass.
a
Those
vato,
locos kick
and I
your
went in
face.
that deli.
He
You
did-
gotta
he was
show
a
it.
bit
You
of
gotta
Vato.
see it. He did good.
Okay,
I don't know if we
let
should
me-
play it right
let
now,
me get
but-
your guys' idea of what you think like a Vato Loco is.
Gotta
Well,
show the video.
All right,
Gotta show
number
the
one,
video.
we grew up in East Boston. I know you don't know anything about it. Hispanic, very Hispanic. There was probably 500 white kids. I mean, 500 kids. There's probably 30 white kids in our graduating class, all Hispanic. So,
Is it really? I didn't know.
yeah,
that.
East
like
Boston,
Columbia,
our
everything,
neighborhood, our
everything.
neighborhood.
It's very
It used to
Hispanic.
be very Italian and Irish, but then, like, obviously, over time, became that. But you had the. I forget if you had the idea. You had the idea because his brother is in a lot of videos.
No,
with
no,
us.
it was my idea.
And
It's
his
his idea.
brother can play
Most
like
of
any
the
character.
good videos were my idea.
And then he was like, I want to play a Vato. It is, but it's like you don't want to be like.
No, I'm
offensive
taking
either,
credit for the
but, like,
robbery video. That was hilarious.
That was
You,
good.
yeah,
He-
yeah,
That was a good
yeah.
one.
But he can't really be offensive if his wife is Mexican.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, so
You
but,
think you
like,
get
we
the
gotta-
piss, but I want to tell you something.
I'm not saying it's offensive. I don't care. I think it was hilarious. But I'm saying, you know how people online can be. So,
So I'm gonna tell you something. So for me, I get invited to the carne asada. What do they call it? The thing when you go to barbecue.
If you don't get invited,
What,
No,
the
so
quinceañera?
That is just a.
The
That's
quinceañera.
food.
Yeah, it's food.
No, I'm talking about
The
the,
quince- maybe it's
they have a
quinceañera?
party in the yard. It's
The quinceañera?
something that they're all chilling. I get invited when I went to LA. So what happened was when I went to LA and my wife's Mexican, we went to the Mexican spots. We went to East Los Angeles. We
Yeah.
went to South Central. We went to spots, and I think a lot of people like that. And then on top of that, when LA travels deep at the
Yeah,
Yankee
they
Stadium,
got a lot
they were
of-
buying like 25,000
Everywhere.
seats.
Where's the
And
video?
the guy who runs that, I became friendly with. So I became friendly with him. So when I went to LA for the World Series, I knew a lot of people. Like I knew thousands of them because I go to all the Yankee games and they come.
Sure.
Okay, so you're like an honorary Mexican.
Yes.
But if you guys had to be an honorary another ethnicity, what would it
Ooh,
be?
that's a good question.
It's a
That's a
scary
good
question.
question. That's a little bit, yeah.
I mean, because if he's playing deep with all the Vatos Locos, you guys, there has to be some kind of.
I feel like you got to
counterpart.
be tied in somehow already. You can't just be like, oh, I want to be
could, you know,
fucking
what's her name?
Albanian. I got to be like somewhat tied in. you know?
Can't be
I don't know.
Afghanistan. You gotta go somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
He's like
think that- yeah.
he's like a Sri Lankan.
You're Sri Lankan?
No, because of the height. The height.
Oh my god.
They're little.
Are they? Are
Tallest
they?
person in Sri Lanka, Google it.
Yeah.
Really?
5'4", yeah.
I gotta find.
Okay,
I want to
I'm
be
a-
from Dagestan,
This
Russia.
is bothering me. I
Is
gotta
that,
find
that's
it.
not an ethnic. Is that not
I'm
an ethnic?
assuming.
Russian? I mean,
What is your
does that
guys'
do you want to be
backgrounds?
I want to learn wrestling.
Italian and Irish.
Italian Irish, yeah. Same
That's a
thing.
common thing in Boston, right?
That's
Yeah.
my kids. I'm married to an Irish.
Oh, really?
So they're Italian.
I'm sorry.
I mean, trust
They're
me.
crazy.
Please don't get us
my
started.
mother's Irish. My father's
I would
Italian.
say
Where's this?
I take your sympathy.
Yeah,
I run with it.
But my family, like my family, I'm close with is all Italian. So we grew up all Italian, like
Italian.
pasta on Sundays, all that.
Macaroni.
But yeah, if I would have pick one, I mean, I don't know a different
You have to
ethnicity.
lean more Irish or Italian.
I just love being Italian, so it's
Yeah.
like I'd rather be
Okay.
Italian, 100%.
Because of food. Because
For
Irish
sure.
they
Food,
eat,
right.
soda
I mean,
bread.
They
No.
not. Yeah.
If I grew up Irish, I probably wouldn't have weight issues, to be honest.
Oh, Italian.
true,
for
though.
My last
sure.
company,
Maybe drinking issues, but not
my
weight
last
issues.
company I worked with, my boss was from Ireland, and he would always recruit out of Ireland. So like, if we had like 500 employees, like 470. I mean, the amount of Irish people. So I know everything about every town in Ireland, and I was the token Italian. You know, like literally, like my job was to be the token Italian. Like so, I had to deal with all the concrete companies.
You can speak Italian? I never heard you speak any.
You can't speak
Lou,
Italian.
can you speak a little bit Italian?
Then he caught.
No, my parents didn't speak Italian. They were like second or third generation.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, get with
Well, I'm
it.
going to tell you something, a little history about Italians. So when
you
Italians came, they wanted to assimilate and be
Yes.
American.
Yeah.
So then a new era of Italians came in like the 70s that were like more proud to be Italian.
Yeah.
find
The
that
kids
video.
now that are Italian want to connect more with being Italian than
Sure.
American.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's one thing with me that I try to make very clear. I come from the era of being proud to be American. My ancestors are Italian. I like Italian food, but New York Italian is so different than Italian.
Yeah, they wouldn't even
Like-
talk Italian. And my parents,
Right,
parents
my
in their household,
grandmother,
they
you
wouldn't
know,
talk-
my
they
brother,
wouldn't speak
everybody in my
Italian.
family speaks Italian,
Yeah.
except me. My brother's 100% fluent. My mom speaks Italian. My mother lives with my grandmother. They speak Italian.
That's crazy.
I don't speak Italian. No, I could get by, you know? I could get by.
You can get by.
I can't get.
I
by.
can get by. In Italy, I get by. But you know what I
Italy.
when I went to, no, I went.
After,
I,
lost.
after seven martinis. he
I
got
have
it.
cousins. No, I have cousins that live in Italy that I speak to.
Yeah.
They speak better English than I speak Italian, but we talk, and mostly every Italian understands Spanish.
That's true.
So
That
my
is-
wife spoke in Spanish, and I just yell.
I
You
just-
know, I have a thing I say when you don't know a language, you really only need one word, and then you can yell the rest. Like that's pretty much what
What's
it
the
is.
one
That's
word?
exactly the truth.
I have a joke I tell on stage, but it's true.
Let's
So
hear
I
it.
say like,
So
all right,
what's
so
the Mexican word?
a Mexican,
Chingado?
what you gotta do with Mexican is Mexican. You gotta
Chingado?
no Mexican. You gotta
Pinche.
pinche way. You got Mexican like you gotta just say like you gotta throw a word in there, and it's gotta be opposite what the person is. So like if the person's skinny, you can call him gordito. If this
Go to the-
fat, you gotta say flaco. Yo, flaco. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do it like something
Opposite?
funny.
Flaco means skinny.
Flaco means
Yes,
skinny.
Flaco,
Yeah.
gordito.
Gorditas.
Dude, I know mad Mexican. My wife
I
talks
know
to my
mad
kids
Mexican.
Spanish. Mexican
Crazy.
Spanish is different though.
I need to
Mexican
find
Spanish
this.
is different.
I need to show her this video of you doing
Is this
it.
the Vatos Locos?
I'm trying to
find it,
find
bro?
it.
Okay, well, while
Also, I
you're-
had a weird. I want to tell you, I
I'll-
did. You want to ask him first, and I'll tell
When
you.
did
I
I was
you
don't-
gonna
film
say,
that?
I have a question because we're changing the.
I'm listening.
tune
I'm
here.
listening.
Your worst date ever.
Oh God.
We want to hear the stories.
Worst date ever?
Worst
You can
date
go.
ever.
I don't think I really had
And don't
a
let
bad
Lou
date.
tell his because it's going to end up on a car and.
He already
Lou's
told. He already
is
told
here.
me.
That was
so-
my best. That was my best date. You
That was
kidding
his
me? I
best
told you
date
that
ever.
story. That's the
I
best
think
one
the
I've
worst one I've ever when I was just like she was on her phone, a little like too much.
Yeah.
Like
Did you
that.
say anything?
No, just to give it the energy, just like
I'm trying to think.
it's just dry. Nothing like too. I haven't had like too bad of
Nothing crazy, right?
nothing crazy. No.
I mean, I've been with my girlfriend for 4 years now. We just bought a house and everything, so
congrats.
it's like we're moving. Like it's done. It's all wrapped
It's
up.
done. It's done.
Yeah, but I'm
So-
trying to think. I've been single in 4 years, so I'm like, I was single throughout college, like for a while. So I'm like, I don't know. It was a lot of just like stupid, like college shit,
No, I don't know. Tell me. What does that
I'm
mean?
just gonna
been a
stop
long time
talking. I'm
since
just gonna
college, so I
stop
wanna hear the
talking.
stories.
No, it was just nothing like serious. Like there was nothing serious. Like you would just like, have little dates, but it was like nothing. Yeah, like I haven't had like any crazy shit happen.
Okay, so when
where,
did you
like,
know your girlfriend was the one?
Pretty quick, honestly. We moved fast. Like, I don't know. Like, our families. I think the families really. Like, I loved her family. Like my ex before her, the families were an issue,
Yeah.
a little bit. I won't get into it, but I loved her family. She loved my family, and then yeah, we just got close quick. And I don't know when. Like, there wasn't like I don't know if there was like a moment, but. Like we said, I love you. Like within like a month and a half, 2
Oh
months
my
maybe.
God, that's
Yeah, we moved
quick.
quick, and then she came to my sister's wedding. My sister was just getting married, like 3 months after, and then she was like met my extended family, and like it just kind of solidified it quick.
love it. When you know, when you know.
Well, he's got a girlfriend who they love each other.
Okay, you guys say
So
I love
you
you after
should-
a month?
Yeah.
He paints her toenails. It's sick.
No, but he's
nothing
starting,
says love like painting
but he is
toenails.
starting to do some good. Like I think the couples content you guys do is
Fun.
pretty funny.
If I tell people, you gotta be careful with couple content.
Why?
Because you do couple content, and people like the couple content, and if you break up, it becomes a whole
That's true.
monetizing
That's
issue.
true.
You just
I know
lean into
people
it.
have had issues.
But it's not the brand. Like yeah, if
because
that's
we
that's
talked
your
about
whole
brand,
thing.
right?
But yeah.
And now you went into kumbaya because you love each other, and now all of a sudden you just break up, and it's like one
That's
person's
true.
more popping than the other. And then how do you whack up the money, right?
yeah.
If your whole business plan is
Yeah,
on that,
that
then
can't
yeah.
be.
No,
But that's
yeah.
not your. That's not your.
No, he's got.
It's for fun. Like it's
No, they're cute. They're cute.
How about
together.
you?
They actually met because of me.
yeah.
Yeah,
Did
actually,
you
yeah.
Really?
Everybody meets because
so,
of me.
So he.
Wait, so explain
Don't my
that.
Tell the
friends get
story.
married
Oh,
because
yeah.
of me?
I don't even know the
How
You
did
story.
gotta tell the story.
How did you
give
meet
them
I
match,
think
make the
we just
story.
did a video at the place Irwan in L.A.
That video, you know the video I did,
Yeah.
everyone. Everybody loves that video.
What
Crazy.
what'd you say? What'd
I
you call
can't
it?
tell
The
you the
shake?
people that come up to
The
me.
Holly
that,
Berry
Halle
shake?
Berry. Yeah, I do remember
Yeah.
that.
And what, you just seen the video?
She just seen the video, yeah, DM'd me, and I just like seen the DM. Well, she DM'd me
Oh,
originally,
when we
and then
did the second or one video she seen?
yeah,
Is
and I
that what it
originally
was?
didn't see when she DM'd me, or like I didn't even see because I don't really like I'll look, but I don't know, I just didn't see it or like the follow. And then like she messaged me again like 2 months later,
Yeah.
and then I seen it.
And then what? Then you're like, can't take
And then
it
actually
out,
she lived in New York, so I ended up coming here. And
Yep.
No, they're cute. They're cute. They're cute. You ever see Lady in the Tramp with the spaghetti in the mouth? That's what they do.
seriously, yeah,
Yeah, it's really at that level. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, how did you know Janice was the one? When did you know?
Yeah. It's a good
I have
question.
a crazy Janice story.
So you
I
have the
a
story.
funny-
He got the stories.
I have a funny dating
find
story that Janice wouldn't get mad at me for telling. So I can tell that story. This is really funny. But man, Janice is so weird, crazy. Porky was involved. We lived in Florida. We were living in Florida, and my friend Porky, not that I care, he's a degenerate. Porky moves in. So when I left to go back to New York, he moved some random girl into the apartment. The girl was weird, and she was saying that her mom is a psychic, right? And she says her mom's a psychic,
I found it.
and then she says that she wants to talk to me.
Pass that.
She has something to tell me. And this woman tells me that I actually, who am I going to marry, whatever. And she says, oh, you're not going to marry an Italian person.
No
Right?
way.
Right? Well, at the time, I don't know. I used to only date really Italian guys. I didn't have any other girlfriends. So he says, and then she goes, and her name's going to have an A and an N in it. This is a true story. Janice can tell you a story. She says, you have an A and an N. You're going to meet her under a palm tree.
Stop.
Swear to God. Janice can tell the story. So, anyway, look at this. Who's
You're
calling?
done. Play the video.
It's Janice.
Play the
It's
video.
Janice. It's crazy.
No, it's my coach, my workout coach, telling me not to eat potato chips. So, anyway, I go to Las Vegas. Janice and her friends, my wife and her friends are hanging out drinking. Some guys are trying to buy them drinks, and they're blowing them off. And I'm like, oh, tell me you want Johnny Walker or whatever, you know? And she's like, what? I'm like, order it. Like, what the hell? I don't want to pay for shit. So these girls were randomly buying shit and sneaking them to me. And then I ended up going back to New York, and I, like, the next weekend, randomly just walked in and ran into her in a club. So we start talking, went, hey. And then, this is crazy, most crazy thing ever, the next weekend, it's 2 weeks in a row, the next weekend, I'm with a friend of mine, we go to a club last minute. He drags me out. He can't get in, he left his ID. He's like, he lives in Brooklyn, where it was. He's like, yo, I'm going to go get my ID, just whatever, go have a drink at the bar. And I go in, and Janice is randomly there. So she says to me, this is the third time I ran into you, I'm going to have to give you my number. She picked me
That's
up.
crazy.
I gave her a number. I legit just thought she wanted to be my friend. We just...
Why
I didn't think
You're
that
a
a
little
girl
slow,
picks up
though.
like
What do
a...
you, what do
Why
you
would
think
you
from your
think that?
perspective
So
as
I
a
was
woman?
friends with Janice. We were friends for like a year. Like, I mean, this story's probably wrong. You have to ask her. But something like that.
What?
I didn't know she liked me. You want to hear that funny dating
No,
story?
what do you not know? How do you not know when a woman gives you her number?
Because I never had nobody do that to me in my life. I never heard of that before. Girl, give it.
Never heard of that.
Oh my god!
Like it was like she's,
Dude.
you know, my wife's pretty. I thought that like ugly girls may do that.
Yeah.
Like I never heard of a
Alright.
pretty girl going, here's my number. Did you ever hear that? I never heard of
What was your
that.
dating story? I thought that was
The
the
dating
story.
story is fun. I'm with my wife for the record like 23
Wait, I need to see
years.
this Vatos
know
Locos
that, bro.
video before.
I'm with my wife like
yeah.
23
Before
years.
you
So
guys
the
gotta
story's
go,
so
because we're
old.
like, you guys
How much
gotta
time
get out
we
of here.
got?
You guys gotta go to the game, don't you?
Yeah, we
We
got
got time.
we have a little bit.
I locked out of your phone.
All right.
Throw it.
So, crazy story ever. I had never been to
Shut
Staten
up.
Island
Give her the phone.
in my life.
Play the video.
So I never been to Staten Island in my life.
Wait, I got to see this Vatos Locos story. Get out of here.
Give it a pick up in a minute.
Oh. Where was this filmed at?
The deli.
Turn towards the
Just
camera.
wait, it's coming.
You look good. That's a good look.
Wait.
That's my brother, the other one.
The other one's his
This is your brother?
The other
Your
one's
brother's
his brother.
funny as hell,
He's the
dude.
best.
He's so funny.
He's so talented.
Dude, you don't sound
I know,
like a
I can't do
Mexican.
it. I don't know how to do it.
Scary, spooky, hilarious. That's good. Don't you know who you're talking to?
I don't know how to do it. I can't do it.
My name is Baby Joe.
Shut up, Mo.
He's funny
What the
as
fuck?
hell.
That's your brother.
He's funny.
Where'd you guys come from, LA County or?
LA County.
Saleh Holmes? Fuck you. Where'd you get this mango? Those locals kick your ass. Those locals kick your face. Those locals kick your balls into outer space. You guys gonna order something though? We got a lot of people online.
Stop.
Some chicharrones. Maybe a churro if I'm feeling my sweet tooth is kicking.
No, he's funny.
Yo.
Little guy.
Is that your brother?
It's almost
Dude,
over.
no way. Your brother, why does he sound like he's legitimately Mexican
He's
American?
good. He's good. He's,
nasty.
he's really good at
nasty.
acting.
Nasty.
All right, my story about the thing now. I have to
Okay.
tell it.
Stories
I have to
over.
tell it.
We
We gotta
because
go. We
it's
gotta
a
go. We gotta get
story.
out of here.
Please, I gotta be with you
I
for
want to hear
2
it.
more
Find
days,
out
man.
too.
Lou, you
All
like
right,
the
I'll make
stories,
it
Louie,
quick. I'll
huh?
make it quick.
Both don't
My
shut
friend-
the fuck up, though. Both of you. Just put a sock in it. Just put a sock in it, both.
Listen.
I'm not even kidding you. You need like a megaphone. I can't hear you from that height. Like you really, it's like you're. I know you're trying.
Yeah.
You sound like you just huffed on helium.
Yes.
You guys. I talked too much.
No, don't let them do
too
this.
much.
Don't let them do this.
Yeah,
He got hair growing out of his ears. He hasn't seen his beach in years, so that's enough. You guys are done.
I have
Okay,
tried.
what-
Look,
I
to
want-
be
I
fair,
wanna hear the story.
to be fair, I did try to wax his ears. I took him to a place to try to get them waxed,
tried too much.
and he
Too much.
trimmed them before we went, so they couldn't.
He's
get
got
them-
birds in there.
They couldn't
Fucking
get
birds
them.
in there.
Birds nest in there.
Hey, listen. I'm sitting next to you. The birds work for me. Go ahead.
Alright.
I want to hear the story.
I'm gonna say it
All
quick. So when we never been to
Can
Staten
you
Island.
say something? Cool?
Yeah, I will. We never been to Staten Island before. For whatever reason, my friend met some girls who go to Staten Island, whatever. So this girl would meet this girl, whatever, and she's like, "Oh, you want to go to the mall, whatever?" And I'm like, "All right, we'll go to the mall." So we park. I don't know. I never been to Staten Island before in my life. It's like my first time in Staten Island. So I go in this mall, we're walking all over, and she's like, "Oh, hold my hand," and like I hold her hand, and then we walk past these guys. And he's like, "What are you doing, with my girlfriend?" Da, da, da. So she just used me to get me into a fight.
Oh, shit.
So I'm
Damn.
like, "Oh, what the fuck?" She's like, "No, don't worry about it. We just broke up. He's obsessed with me or whatever." And I'm like, there's like 5 of them, right? So I'm like, "Yo, I gotta go to the bathroom." So I go like I'm gonna take a shit, and I dip outside to the parking lot. I walk around for hours. I can't find my car. I had to go back inside and find her.
Damn.
And be like, "Oh my God, I couldn't find you. Can you walk with me to find the car?" We go to find the car. As soon as I seen the car, like 200 feet away, I ran and left her, and I jumped in the car and left. That's not a
That
funny
was worth
story.
waiting for.
That was a good
That was
story.
That's a great
way
story.
more. What did you think? Rated on a scale of 1 to 10. How was his dating story?
It was good. It was
I gotta
good.
get a number for this.
You got it.
6.
Yeah, it's like 6.5, 7.
I want to hear one of your dating stories.
Yeah, yeah, you
Someone
got
has made me
stories.
cry on a date before. I will never forget that.
Damn,
one.
really?
For what?
Because he said I was being too competitive.
With him?
Yeah.
So you
And he made
cried?
you
I was just talking about like football or something, and
He was like,
I
"You're
think
too
you
competitive,
insulted
I'm
his
firing you."
masculinity. You
Yeah.
insulted
Wait,
his.
and you cried?
I was
because of-
crying. 'Cause
Why?
I was like, what did I do wrong? I'm just trying to be myself.
They said carne asada is steak.
I've been reading this the whole
But who's
time.
John Wayne?
It's John Wayne,
Jay
and he's
Wayne.
the actor.
Jay Wayne.
John Wayne's come back from the dead.
Jay Wayne. Well, okay, before you guys go, predictions on the game tonight?
I
Sox
truly, I think right now the Yankees are a better team, but I truly think Walker Buehler's going to beat the Yankees tonight.
7-5
okay.
final.
I don't know if the Sox win the series. I hope they do, but
7-5.
I think Walker Buehler. will
7-5
beat
sounds like a good final, but I'm not going to go with that. I'm going to say that the Yankees 100% cover the run line.
minus
There you
1.5.
Minus 1.5. 100%. I would actually, I don't want to gamble because I'm trying not to gamble.
I'll gamble for you.
But if I gambled, I would put my testicles on it.
Really? You think I should put that on
That's
the game?
really that's gambling.
The Boston Red Sox are not winning tonight. I'm going to tell you why.
We need the clip
I'll tell you what.
ASAP for this.
Because I'm a good luck charm.
I don't know.
Yankees
yo.
don't lose when I'm in the building.
What are you nuts?
Very rare.
What happened in the
It's
World
actually not.
Series?
I
You went to
can't-
every
yeah,
game.
That's
okay,
true.
look at the regular
That's
this year.
true.
Yeah,
I was at
there you go.
54 games.
Hey, down.
I was like at like 2 losing games.
We did go to a game with him about almost a year ago now.
won?
Yankees won in extra innings, 2-1, I think. It was
I'm
like 2-1 or
telling you, people
3-2.
call me the mush because they hate us.
The mozzarella.
I'm not the mush.
Yeah, the mozzarella.
The Dodgers were just stacked.
Yeah, there's no
It
way
just
that-
didn't
They
happen.
weren't going to win that. They did win one game that you were at. They went to the World Series.
Can't believe
They
we
won
traded
the game
Mookie
with
Betts,
focus,
man.
so they
Yeah,
won
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Well, we're leaving on a high note. Lou, your favorite thing about each one of these lovely last
Yeah,
year.
jerk me a little, you know.
Yeah.
No, we'll do that after the
Give me a little
under the
jerk.
table later. But no, I told you what I love about these guys is they're real people. And that's what's good
Authenticity,
about it.
my friend.
That's what
Thank
it's all
you.
about.
I love you, buddy. You're real too, you know.
I'm as real
I
as
like
it
your
goes.
stories too. Your stories are good.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But no,
Stories are
they're real.
crazy.
Thank you guys for
You
having us on.
look
though. We
like the
had a
type of
blast.
guy that, like, if you were in a casino with me,
Yeah.
I would give you money to keep, keep away from me.
That's so good.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Listen,
He's just
if I'm in
following.
a casino and you're handing me money, I would just keep coming back so you hand me more money. to
He'd
keep
pump
away
you
from
up.
me.
He'd pump you
I'd be
up,
fine
though.
with that.
I make a joke.
What's wrong with that?
Philadelphia is the biggest degenerate gamblers ever. I go to Philadelphia. I hit 3 numbers. I hit 3 numbers on a roulette table, right? You'd think I'd have like 6,000, 7,000. I left there broke because they didn't borrow money off of me.
I play it.
Let me get 2,000. Let me get 1,000. They shake you down. It's crazy. You start paying them to get away from you.
Who
I
knows?
used to. When you're a bad gambler, you do that. You pay people to get away from you. Like, you know what I mean? That's
I
the
do.
thing. If you're a bad gambler and you think somebody's like a mush, you'll be like, yo, here's 200, get out of here. Like, you have to get away.
That's
You might
crazy.
have that
Don't
aura.
got it like
Well,
that.
listen,
I
like,
don't got it
I'm
like
sorry,
that.
like,
I
It's
grew up.
actually so
I grew up right outside Belmont Racetrack.
Oh, so
And
you're
we
a
were-
horse guy?
So we were,
Horse guys
so
are the
we
worst.
were in, when we were in 5th grade, we each had 3 bookies. So I'm fully
You guys
aware.
got to call the gambling hotline still.
I don't-
both
What
of
is
you.
wrong?
No, I'm
When I was in
a
fifth
big
grade
gambler,
in
but I
Elmont,
don't,
we had 3
I don't
bookies.
gamble. I screwed up recently, but I
So
haven't
you gamble,
gambled.
man. All right. Well,
Yeah, y'all got to go to the game.
We're gonna go. Actually, looking forward to this game.
I'm
I gotta
excited.
get drunk.
yeah.
I'm gonna drink
Yes,
today.
Oh, wait,
martini.
wait, aren't you
Tequila,
driving
though.
us?
Martini.
Tequila.
Aren't you driving us?
Tequila.
That's
You
why he's
are
getting drunk.
Wait, you're driving us.
I'm not gonna drive though. I'll leave it in the parking lot. If I get drunk, I'll leave.
We'll
it.
just Uber. All right, that's
tequila.
cool. That sounds like a plan.
All
You
right,
know,
Tequila,
well,
though.
send us pics.
No, whatever. Whatever.
you're gonna see a lot of content going up tonight.
Forgot my
Can't
wallet.
imagine.
Follow the pages. You're gonna see a lot of
I
content.
can imagine. Where can people find you guys?
At Tommy Guarino on Instagram. Someone took the Tommy Guarino.
At the
he's-
Prosciutto Papi.
Yeah, you need Rosetta Stone to figure out their names. Mine's easy. At Lil Mo Mozzarella. How
so
you
much
doing?
so much easier.
much easier.
Little Mo Mozzarella.
What's wrong
Yours
with that?
prosciutto. No one knows how to spell prosciutto. I
It
don't
is
care
hard.
who you are.
True.
That, you know what I mean? That's something you fail a spelling bee on.
some more
Spell
mozzarella on that
prosciutto.
shit.
And no one can do it.
Good. It's all good.
Put more
But how they gonna
mozzarella.
find you?
I don't know,
It's
man.
like finding your piece of deal.
It's like fun.
No,
Oh
you
my
use my
God.
joke. You use
You
my
guys
joke,
get to
though.
the
See, that's
game.
what
Yeah,
you
I knew
do.
you were gonna say
you
that.
use my joke, though.
That's your joke?
I said it to you earlier.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Here we
So,
go.
but I'm
So
gonna
you
do it
saying
on
he stole your
stage.
joke?
We gotta go. Come on.
Yeah, you guys
Let's
can
go.
go. All right.
See you
Hey,
guys.